It's the freaking weekend, guys. And that means nothing. We're still in lockdown. But not for everyone. For somebody it means they get to explore new places like Florida, Texas, Wisconsin, and other places that are opening up, hopefully safely. And for those of us who have been in this rut, get out of it. Make it the weekend still. Even if it's at your house, do something completely different than you've been doing, and it'll feel refreshing. I think I started out with this, what is it, are we in 9 weeks? 59 days, I think it's 59, 60 days, 9 weeks. The first 7 weeks were like, woo, I started like a schedule and maintaining it and incorporating fun every day. And the last 2 weeks it kind of crashed down on me because it's like, oh, this is never ending. And also like I got away from the fun. But you know, the last 2 days I brought the fun back, and I was just like, okay, this is what I was missing. So think about it. At the beginning, were you more stressed? And then you brought in like something new? Don't lose it if you did. Or if the beginning, if you were like me, you set up stuff, you made it work, and now you kind of fell away from it, get back to it. But whatever you do, I implore you this weekend, turn your furniture around, turn your phones off, set a tent up outside, do something to make this weekend a little different. And let's start it with a great, awesome yoga class. Also, please, please, please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Really, really want to work on bringing that over there so that I can continue to do free classes, but also generate an income with it, which I can't do here. So please do that. And also, if you do that, everyone who subscribes this week will be put into a drawing for my adorable shirt, that lightweight football jersey that says, "Want to be my next ex-boyfriend," which I think is awesome for this time because a lot of people are not going to make it out of this quarantine as a couple, and that's okay too, right? Learn a lot. All right, blah blah blah, let's be done with the talk and let's get on our mats. Today we're going to really work on fly-in pigeon at the end of this class. We'll play with that. It's a little bit of an advanced arm opener. It doesn't mean that you don't try it if you feel like you're not advanced. You may shock yourself, and this whole class is going to be warming up into getting us ready to get into it. So, how freaking fun is that? Child's pose. Letting your breath slow and deepen here. Letting your body just kiss the mat, fall into it, be grateful for it. Take 2 more breaths here. Into your down dog. Continue to press through the fingertips of the heel of the palm the entire time your hands are on the mat. Always tap your ears against your arms for your alignment in down dog. Oh, this first down dog of the day feels great. Breathe in and lift the heels to the sky. And breathe out as they deepen into the mat. Inhaling again. Letting them go into the mat once more. Exhaling them back down. Bend your knees for turbo dog. So really don't let the weight fall into your wrist. Keep them in your fingertips. Bring your torso forward for turbo plank. And guys, talking about the different experiences we're all having in this time of self-isolation, I would love it if you would, 1, do 3 turbo push-ups, and 2, if you would leave in the comments what you have gained from this time. What is something new that you're doing that you wouldn't have done before this that's bringing you some joy or some stress relief? Walk those feet halfway forward again. Keeping the weight forward. Coming into that full forward fold. Press through the sit bone and feet and sit back. Lift just the torso. Take another breath here. And exhale. Bring your hands together in 3 breaths. Exhale. Breathe in. Shoot the feet back. Pull your body forward and up. And lift your hips back into down dog. Exhale forward. Float on empty breath. Sitting back. Coming into Uttanasana, lightning bolt. And standing back. I wish I could share this breeze with you. It's really delightful. Breathe in. Hands come down and breathe out. Inhale. Lift up those hips and take it back. Breathe deeply. Exhale. Come forward. One more sun salutation. Deepest breath in. Exhale forward. Into your halfway lift. Setting up. Taking that full pose. And extending back. Coming into our warrior ones. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Lift your right leg just 10 inches. Come into your plank. Squeeze that knee in. And set that right foot by your right palm. And slide that left foot forward until the heel's down. Low warrior. Bring your hands down and bring that right foot across your mat. We're going to come into pigeon pose. Slide in that back foot way behind you. Hands under your shoulders, lift up. Make sure the toes are straight behind the heel. And the shoulders are pulled back. The right hip is pulled back. A few more deep breaths here. Bring your hands down and slide that foot back, high to low push-up. Up dog. Lift your hips. Lift your left leg. And bring your torso and your knee in. And drop those feet. Stay low. Strong breath. And bring it down. Pigeon here. Dig deep into the mat with that back pinky toe. And on this side, we're going to pull that right hip forward. Taking another breath. Hands come down. Step it back. High to low push-up. Forward. Hips high. Into your down dog. Fill those lungs up. And come into plank. Float into halfway lift. Set up chair. We're taking lightning bolt, a nice strong one. We're not kicking the butt out, we're tucking it forward. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Down dog. Lifting that right leg. Bring in the knee. Set the feet down. From that low warrior, come all the way up, full warrior. Deep, deep breaths. Bring your hands down and come into 90-degree warrior. So this time we're not bringing the heel further back, we're bringing it right across the mat. I make it L with my left hand, or just come into my fist like this, and hold it there. Prevents it from sliding back. As I lift up, I can pull that right hip back, flex the front toes, and breathe into this. Whoa, my back feels way out of alignment. It's nice and easy little catch for your alignment, just those toes behind those heels. How good does pigeon feel here? Tuck the back foot and slide into high push-up and move through. Lifting that left leg and coming into plank. Squeezing the knee and set the foot down again. This is my tighter side, so I really need to keep working on coming deeper into 90-degree pigeon here. So that little hand holding the heel is crucial for me. And breath is the easiest way to add opening into those tight muscles and tight joints. So breathe here. And slide that foot back. And let's go all the way back to down dog, one breath at a time, and pause here. Biggest breath yet. Followed by the longest exhale. Come forward. Sit back. Breathe in. And breathe out. finish up our Warrior One series. Lifting that leg and coming into plank. Bring in the knee. Drop the feet. Warrior, low warrior. Into Warrior One. Let's come into Humble Warrior. So interlock your hands behind you. We don't want the hands spread. We want to squeeze them together. Squeeze them back. Squeeze them up. And exhale, drop the head inside your knee. Keep the back toes grounded. Oh, that felt delicious. And let's come back into our pigeon pose like the first one. But we're going to add the twist. So once we have this set up, you're either going to bring your right hand into the sole of your right foot and push into that foot that really twists you back, and that's awesome. If that's not enough for you, you're going to bring your elbow into it, make that fist, and push. Again, lifting and twisting back. Strong breath. And finishing it up on the other side. Exhale. Inhale. Breathe out. Breathe in. Slowly find your way into your warrior. Bring your hands behind you again, this time opposite thumb on top. So whatever you just went for, switch it up. Squeeze the hands back and up, and add that Humble Warrior, dropping the head. And take it into that pigeon pose. And you may find that you were easily able to get your elbow into that left side, and it may not be so easy on this side. That's okay. Quite common. Find your twist. Alignment's still the same for the back. So good. All right. Make your way into your down dog. Breathe here. Big breaths. One more. Come forward. Sit back. Lift that torso. All right, guys, let's go right into our Warrior Twos, reaching up and taking it down. Halfway. Shoot the feet back. Just breathe and notice and move. Right leg, plank, pull it in, set the feet down, side angle lunge, keeping little to no weight on that back bottom hand. Let's extend it for a breath, bringing your nose to your underarm. Hopefully it smells good. And up into that Warrior Two. Bringing everything into the midline so it's nice and strong. And then wrapping it all up. But right top hand back hand goes behind, bottom hand goes, front hand goes under, chest pulls back. And now just bring your left, turn your body forward, bring your left hand under your left shoulder and come into a lunge. You do the full body workouts, you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna bounce, baby, bounce, baby, bounce. Keep the toes grounded in the front. And step back. And switch sides. Left leg. Plank. Pull it in. Set the feet down. Breathe here. Rise up. Taking it back into side angle lunge. Before we bind it, I forgot that the armpit check here. And now you can swing it around and grab that bind. Bring your right hand down, come into that lunge, hold that for a breath, and lower that knee and lift. 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more. And find your way back. And breathe. Strong, deep, long breaths into plank and into Malasana. So I'll bring in my thumb knuckles to my sternum and pulling it down so I can open up even more. Come up into our squat and stay here. And jump out of it. Take it right back up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Lifting that right leg. Breathe out. Breathe in. Side angle lunge. Extend it. Warrior 2. Deepen it, it's only a breath. Adding that bind. And coming into that stretch again, so back knees bent. Right hand can come up if you want. I like to keep it forward, but you can twist actually, that's fine. Why not? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I want you to bring that right hand around the front into the back of that left leg. Just squeeze it in here, and then lift those arms. Squeeze that knee into your shoulder. And let's do the same thing on the left side. Bringing that left leg up. Coming forward. Bring it in. Set it down. Breathe into your side angle lunge. Extend it. Warrior 2. Come forward, creating that space so we can really squeeze the spine up. And break. bring that right hand down, drop the right knee, twist up. And drop the knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand comes inside to the outside and airplane arms. The knee squeezing into the shoulder and the shoulders resisting back, stabilizing this pose. And down we go. Full breaths. Pausing and energizing in our down dog. Inhaling. Exhale. Breathe in. Coming back to plank. Floating into Malasana. Pressing through our toes as we squat up and come back. Lifting and lowering. 2 more. Pausing in our squat and jumping out of it, finishing our warrior 2s. Breathe in. Take it back. Inhale. Lift those hips. Lift the right leg. Plank. Pull it in. Feet come down. Open up. Reach forward. Still smelling good. Warrior 2. Pulling up back, hip back, pushing back, back, back. And then wringing out the spine. Bringing the hands around. Coming into that airplane pose again. And then from here, bringing the hands back, either side of that right foot, and sliding into our pyramid pose. Right hip comes back. Pressing into those hands to pull the chest forward. Bringing the hands forward, foot back. Move to the left side. And lift that left leg. Move forward. Hold it here. Set it up. And open into your pose. Extend. Reach up. Rise up. And bind. Into that airplane pose. And sliding into that pyramid pose. Bring your right hand forward and drop the back knee, coming into that lunge again, reaching up, reaching back, keeping that knee forward, and drop the knee. 5, 4, bring that hand forward, bring it back. We need to make that switch, but we're going to make it fun, so let's do some flying monkeys. We're going to just jump switch a couple times. On our 5th one, our right foot will be forward, and that's where we'll stop. So, 1, 2, 3. Stopping here. And bending that knee up and open. And then drop that back knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1. Move through your vinyasa. And breathe here. Strong, deep breath. Fill up your lungs. Empty them. Balasana. Right into our squat. Tuck those sit bones. Pull the chest back. Come down and up. Remember to press through the toes. 3, 4. We're going to hold this one. Protecting the knees. Coming back into squat. Hold it. Woo! Come out of it. Ah. Alrighty. Blah, blah. Let's get into some little balances. So, we're going into flying pigeon. What could be a better prep than one-legged chair? I don't know. I don't think there's a better prep. So, guess where we're going? Strong left leg. I want you to bring your right ankle bone above and outside your knee. Pull your right hip back and flex your toes. Bring your hands to your hip bones, thumb behind you and tuck under. When we come into this pose, we're going to want to wrap that leg into arm with that foot. We're not coming into it until we're much more warmed up. We're going to sit back now and do that same type of twist we did earlier. So push your right elbow into the sole of your right foot, pushing down and looking to the side. And coming back into it. Feels good. And strong. Set it up with the right foot supporting the pose. Tuck under as you come down. And just hold here. Pulling that left hip back. Keeping the left foot active. Coming down and adding that twist. And again, remember you can use your hands just like we did on the floor. A little loosey-goosey today. Pushing open. Come back up to standing and shake it out. Sip on some water. Towel if you'd like to. Enjoy your quick little break anyhow you want. All right, let's get in our bags. So, it's Friday, let all that steam up, mouth wide open, shrug and drop. Roll, left arm. To the back, both arms. And to the left. Drop it down. Toe heel your feet together. We're going to come into a forward fold, so I'm going to turn back around. Have my hands on my hips. I'm going to breathe in and hinge forward. Your feet can be hip distance apart or closer. Press those hands into the mat and roll the weight towards the pads of your feet. You can bend your elbows to take it deeper. Breathe as you push the knees back. Keep the mouth parted here. No tension in the neck. Take it a little deeper. Inhale into a halfway lift. And exhale, take it back. Inhale again. Open your hips if you have feet, if you had them closed to hip distance, and slide your hands underneath. Exhale back into gorilla. Wiggle your toes, you get a nice wrist massage. Keep the weight forward. Keep pushing those knees back. Hands stay here, but look forward, breathe in, and take it back. Taking it a little bit deeper than we started. Last breath here. Hands come out, feet come back together, and now we're going to slide the hands under the heels, push the calves into the forearms, and fold again. Now that the calves have something to push into, the hamstrings are getting a deeper stretch. So is the spine, the bottom part, all the way up to the mid. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, deepen it. One more breath. And take the hands out. We're going to bring that left foot behind our right and our right foot forward. Come on your tippy toes and slide out as you come down. Sitting between your feet. You don't want your sit bone on your hip. And we're in cow face pose. So I want to see how my hips are a little bit sideways. I want to make that adjustment so my hips are forward. If they're really tight, the best thing you can do is walk your feet forward so that your heels are even with your knees. Find your pose. And then press your hands down, lifting out of that spine. Bringing the hands forward, pulling yourself forward. This is much more of a hip opener, but we're kind of combining the two. We started our hips in our warrior series, and it's really good to have them open for Ekapada Balasana, lying pigeon. So we're just going to continue to work them through instead of saving them till the end. Left hand up and pat yourself on the back, you cocky son of a bitch. And right hand comes under, interlock your fingers, and then keep your chin up and push the head back. Pull the shoulders back. Keep the face soft. If you don't have your fingers, no big deal. Press your hands into your back and use that to keep opening up, pulling the elbows back. That go. I want you to bring your feet around to the other side, but before we go into cow face pose, we'll end this way, the other side. We're going to start with a nice little twist here. So left hand goes back, right arm goes up and forward, and bring that spine out, pushing into your hand, looking over your shoulder, opening your chest. Try to twist a little deeper on your exhale. One more breath here. And release that. All right. I want you to crisscross your feet and slide forward, bringing that left knee behind the right like we have it. This is another way to get into cow face pose. And I love this way because it really helps you to find ease in this pose. Remember, if you can't get your sit bones down on the mat, keep them square to the front. I want you to bring your heels forward and start just by bringing your hands down. Definitely a lot tighter on this side. So to even it up, I try to breathe a little deeper. Bring your hands forward. Pull yourself forward. Keep the mouth soft. Lift that right hand, pat yourself on the back, reach around, plug the hands up, grab hold of them, or just press into your back, pull those elbows back. Breathe here. Keep the chin parallel. Two more breaths. Let those hands and bring it around. Switching the foot, so right foot's under, left foot's over. Right hand comes behind this time, reach up and across. Oh, it's such a nice counter pose in our shoulders. So even though cow face pose is primarily a hip opener, adding those arms really come into the shoulders and into the back. And this is just a nice way to open it in the opposite direction that we just did. And release that here. Let's go ahead and bring our feet forward. Inhale. Make sure the weight's even on your sit bones. And exhale. Walk those sit bones back. Gaze is forward. Elbows come down. You're using the hands and around the feet to pull the chest forward. Walking the hands closer, bringing the chest closer, working the knees towards the mat. So we're going to do pull-up poses, and then we'll get into our lovely abs. Come into Baddha Konasana. Grab outside your ankles, make your diamond big. Don't be cheap. It's not even real. Go for the hook diamond. Pull yourself forward. Use those elbows to press into the thighs so we get that spine extending from the sit bone all the way up to the base of the skull. We press the elbows into the thighs and we open up the hips as well. It's like such a 2-for-1 pose. Pulling yourself forward. pull yourself out of your sit bones. You're stabilizing the pose so that the vertebrae can expand. Take another full breath here. Easing out of that. We're going to roll back. So, roll back into Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring your hands into your inner thighs and press them down. Keeping the shoulders and the shoulder blades down, down, down. And that little arch in your low back, keep working that down towards the mat. Pull and those thighs into the mat as well. We're here for just another few breaths. One more. Release those thighs. Let's get into those abs. So we're here. We might as well stay here, reaching up and lifting up and rolling forward. Not so easy, huh? Try to keep those feet on the mat. Reach it towards your feet. Took a few to warm up. But now you guys are in the flow, hopefully. 5 more. Four. Woo! You guys have one more in you, don't you? Yay, yay, yay! Extend that right leg forward, extend that left leg up. Hands come up again. Switch up and reach up into the left. Woo! Feel these? Definitely didn't forget the abs, huh? 3 more. 8. 9. Woo, woo, woo. And 10. Come down. Tuck the knees into the chest for a breath. And then extend the left leg, raise the right, and you know where we're going. 10 more on this side. Up. And twist. These are great for what we're going for today. And also just great for abs. But I don't have to tell you that, you feel that. 8. 9. Yay for number 10. Sometimes it's just good to know you knocked it out, right? Alright, let's do one more. We started with crunches from Baddha Konasana. Now we're going to come in like we're coming into frog, and we're actually coming into crow. We're standing and we're doing flying crows, alright? So come up and crunch. 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? These are the easiest that we've done so far. So we're going to add 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Drop the feet and drop the head. And hop on up. And let's get into flying pigeon. So it's one of those poses that if I try to talk you through it while we were doing it, I would face plant. There's a chance I'll face plant even without. I didn't bring a block out here with me today, But if you never tried it before, using a block is a great thing. If you have a soft block, put it where your face would go, and you can start with your face on the block. Again, when we get the subscription on YouTube higher, I'll do whole tutorials just on this, and you'll see that there. That'll definitely be one of them. So, for flying pigeon, we need to bring our elbows in, our fingers out, and we need to push the floor away when we're in it. We're going to come into it in that one-legged chair pose that we did earlier. So, sometimes I just bring this down if I'm sweaty. I'm going to come down, lock, and see how my feet are flexed, and locked against my arm, and I just hinge forward. Look forward. And just extend that leg behind you. So, the steps in that again, we're coming into our one-legged chair pose, and we're just bringing our hands down to the mat with control. So, squeezing through the core. When our hands are on our mat, we're really going to grip that foot against the leg, and just like we did in the twist, the arm is going to push back into the foot, so there's a lot of stability there. If you're starting out, you're going to bring your chin to a block that you have set down in front of you. Once you have that nice strong connection here, as you exhale, the other leg can start to extend back and up. So, I'm going to do that one more time quickly. I'm going to do it again on this side so it's easier to see. So I'm bringing my right leg across, bringing my elbows in, fingers out, bending my knee to come down. Dang, I'm too slippery. I have to switch that, rag, or switch sides since I already did this side. It's too slippery now. I'm a little sweaty even with all this wind. So, you'll have to rewind it to see that side again. All right. And that side doesn't want to work so well today, and that's fine. Some days you have it, some days you don't. It's like almond joys. But I always want an almond joy, never want a man bar. So play with that. Let's go for it one more time. I'm going to wipe off all the sweat that's holding me back. And try it one more time. And if I get it, yay. And if I don't, yay. All right. All right. I like to do things real. I don't want to kite and actually practice or prepare beforehand because I want to make sure the poses that I am showing you are really helping us get into them. There we go. And from there, once we drop that, I want you to come back into that pyramid pose and stretch that out. Walk it to the middle, turn the heels back, and come into a wide-legged forward fold. And walk it to the back, come back into that pyramid pose. And then come back around. And find a seat for a few moments of meditation. Again, bringing peace, calm, and joy into our world just by shutting the mind down for a few moments every day. So let's find that stillness in our body first. Body sink into the mat. expression including you. And taking a moment here to enjoy that full body, with openness in our hearts, quiet in our brains. Carrying this with us for the rest of our day. Softness in our body. So it comes out as softness in our touch. Openness in our heart. And a nice calm mind. And your hands together at your heart. And we'll close our morning practice with one breath together, breathing it all in and letting it all go. The light inside of me bows to the light inside of me. Thanks guys for sharing your Friday morning with me. I hope you enjoyed this flow. I did. So if you didn't, oh well, no, I'm only kidding. And also, please don't forget to go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. Also, if you want to share it, that would be awesome. And if you do so before next Friday, you will be in a drawing for that nice lightweight football jersey, want to be my next ex-boyfriend, giveaway t-shirt. Please also put in the comments the things that you are doing that are helping you get through this self-isolation. Where are you finding your peace and joy? What new habits have you brought into your world? Adiosito, mofos. Out.